the righteous kingdom. You know, because we're completely against the God of this world. It tells you in the scriptures, man, the God of this world has blinded. But yo, that's the truth, man. That's what that's saying right there. You know?
It says, and whilst they sin not before their God,
right.
they prosper.
If we don't sin against it, we're going to prosper.
Come.
We're going to beat that goes into what? Deuteronomy 28.
God.
You know
Verse 15. Yeah.
That's right.
God.
Going into what? Where he gave us the, well, you know, everything is a promise from the word.
Yeah.
But that's just being the obedient son. You had Cain and you had Abel. Right? Cain was that wicked seed that wanted to go and you know, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm against the Lord. And the Lord created him to be that, man. You know? And that's how you can tie everything up. That's why everything goes back to the beginning. And now we're at the end. And we always been telling you from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, that the Lord always told his people, he always warned them. Yo, listen, beware of this tree. From the beginning, he been warning you from the beginning. Guess who's the main one?
To land back and back you up. This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Right.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Right. So the Lord will set us upon all nations of the earth to follow after his words, what he told us to do. What's wrong about that? You know? Going back, like I said, going back to Genesis with Cain and Abel. Cain wanted to give a sacrifice. Okay, he sacrificed something, but it wasn't what the Lord ordained to be sacrificed. Abel was like, no, I'm listening to the Lord. Jacob and Esau, the same two spirits is put into those bodies, man. And it's what? Yo, they're in the womb. Explain how he look. The same way, yo, you got Cain. And he got that his melanin, so to speak, taken from him, that leprosy. He got put on his body.
It's that same spirit.
That's right.
Because the spirit doesn't die, right? It just comes back.
That's right. There you go. And that's another way that you can prove reincarnation of spirits. The spirit was in him. And this spirit, that's why we speak about spirits. You know? Like, yo, you got Samurai, Six Samurai. I always bring them up, man, because he got some good music, man. And he said it's a spirit that's in my soul. You know, it's a spirit. We are spirits, first and foremost. We wasn't flesh, we were spirits. That's why when we go into, tell you what, Yahweh Shah was the first spirit ever created. You know? Like with my own father, he'd be like, yo, I don't want you to be like this. He said, I want you to be spiritual. That's coming from the Holy Spirit. Even though he has his own belief system, he believes in science. Because you want to prove all things. Yeah, the scripture tell you you're supposed to prove all things, but there's certain things that, yo, the Lord did it. You know? And what you're about to see going into the book of Acts. You know? When Yahweh Shah, how about the men that believed in him in the book of Acts? Peter, Paul, Stephen, all those dudes. How was they doing the same miracle?
God, it's just to back the brother up in terms of the spirit and again, brothers being in the spirit and being spiritual. I can take it back to last week, because if we were the spiritual men, when the guy came around us, right? You didn't hear us cursing him out, say you an Edomite, you this, you that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're spiritual men. So we was reading this guy's spirit.
Yeah.
And the brother said, hey, man, this brother may be Jake. Just because he had a humble spirit.
Matter of fact, he was from over there with King James food.
Right.
You know, but that, you know, you had Esau always trying to tie themselves into that. But hey, man, it's a good chance. Like, we didn't just condemn him
Right.
because of the ring.
Because of the way he looked and because of what he looked like. We were judging his spirit, and he came humble. He didn't come and scoff. He even told the brother, he said, hey, you know a lot more than I do. Right? And I'm so-called from the land, right?
Yeah. See that?
So he had a humble spirit. And that's how we are. We're spiritual men. So we're going to judge you by your spirit, not your outward appearance, as you try to deem us as a hate group and deem us as, you know, and guess what? Some of these other groups are not spiritual. But you can't, but you don't want to be lumped. You want to hear that truth? Just like you don't want to be lumped in, right? You tell us all the time, don't lump you in, but you want to lump us in with everybody. This is the Church of Philadelphia. And we have the right doctrine, you know, and that's from the elder apostles, GMS on down, right? It's like, for all you Shaftalites.
You got that in Hebrews. It says, God is a spirit. Yeah, yo, just to back you up, man. Because it's spiritual. You know, you can't put a color on the spirit. And that's what these people feel and realize. And these are super demons. That's when they be like, well, God, he's this, he's about to read it. God is a spirit. All right? The spirit don't have no color. The flesh has color. We come from the ground, what the Lord made us from, right? You know? But if that's why he came in the flesh. So if it was and told him was different lands to go, like Apostle Paul, he went through different lands. You know, you go into first Esdras, first Esdras, when it talks about the don't give their sons to their daughters. Solomon, man. So you mean to tell me that you're going to look like John Shaft?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After all these nations has been mixed.
And we've been scattered abroad everywhere.
Exactly.
Man, cut it out, man. Cut it out.
It's crazy. That's why it goes down. That's why we're going to get into the spirit. You can look at a person, you know, you'll be like, well, you're an Edomite. No, matter of fact, not spirit. I can look at the flesh of a person.
Right.
You're an Edomite. Yeah, this shit is that. That's why, going into, matter of fact, read that first.
God, it's the book of John, chapter 4, verse 24. God is a spirit.
That's right, there you go.
And they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
That's right. Read that one more time.
God.
For the illiterate.
Right. We'll read it a little slower for some of you
that don't dig it.
Right. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
There you go. It says God, the power. That's who really going to worship this holy. They're going to worship in spirit, because that's the only way to please him. And in truth, because what? You're going to be telling the truth. And then you ain't going to be all, oh, the black. No, those are just titles, man.
Right.
You're going to worship him in spirit and in truth.
And we're going to rebuke you when you're wrong.
That's right. That's why what? We in the truth. That's what this is about. It's called the truth. We don't come out here and be like, yo, where is the domination? No. We come out here and speak the truth. Beanie C, nigga, the truth. Every time.
I'm going to go back up another verse. 4 and 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Yeah, the hour, oh my God, that's a cut to it.
God.
And that's why they're so mad. Because that hour, yo, you could go to what? Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, when it tells you about a time in the season. It's a time in the season. Oh, they don't have leaves. Why? Because this is the winter time. You know, it's dead. You know, because it came a time where we had to fall off, we had to die. Now the Lord is bringing us back into it. You know, so now we're going to flourish and talk about His elect. I'll talk about the rest of these people. You know, we gotta be on the show.
This book of John, chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
The true worshipers. So that's not talking about dudes that's saying that the RFID microchip is not the MOTB. It ain't saying it's sleeping with a white woman and all that. It ain't saying the true worshipers know the truth. They know the truth, man. And you ain't shaking the true worshipers of the Lord.
Right. Ain't gonna be no apologies. Ain't no sorry.
That's right.
Sorry for what?
Read that again. Yo, cut. Read that again. Baba Kushah. To touch on that situation.
Right. So don't come looking for one over here.
That's right.
This book of John, chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
In spirit and in, like the brother said, you ain't gonna have your cool days. Cause yo, let's take it to the apostles. All right. How many times have you heard the apostles apologize for what they said that was true? You know what I'm saying? Then they speak the name. They're teaching you history. They're teaching you everything. And the men that
They don't want it coming out. They don't want it coming out. The adversaries are full effect today.
but then you got men that's under lies, falsehood, and all that, man.
Right.
Like the brother said, what man, yo, Kanye, apart, Dave Chappelle. When people forget about that nigga, you know, because I remember when he was telling and he was saying all this, then, yo, they made him seem like he was crazy, fucked his whole mind up. Now he brought back, and now you look into the man's eyes, his whole spirit is broken.
First of all, who they need to apologize to is the men of the Lord, because they butcher everything they say anyway. So just shut up.
They ain't going to. Them niggas there. Catch what is coming to them. You know? Them niggas like, yo, they yo, first of all, you're apologizing. What they call the anti-Semitic level is shit. Going to the sons of Noah. Going to the sons of Noah.
Right.
You know, so when you go to the sons of Noah, you understand what all these other people came. So how the hell would you be anti-Semitic?
We may need that do a lesson on that, in turn, showing all his sons and all his people and who they are.
And yo, and you know what, brother? So,
Yeah, you know.
And another way you can go to do that too is going to Genesis, the 36th chapter, which goes into the lineage of Esau. That goes to his whole lineage.
Right.
Who he is and his grandchildren and this and that. And they all have records. So if that's the case, why wouldn't they do that for our people too?
Right.
You know? But they stole them.
So we're gonna go into the records.
That's right.
We're gonna go into the records.
Yeah, and that's documentation.
Right.
All right? That's documentation. And even coming all the way down to now, they always keep documents on everything that happened. Yo, going to a hospital now, you got documents of people that was born. If you have if you was born with any hospital, I don't care, 70s, 60s, or whatever town, you can go to not to the hospital, you can go to City Hall to get your birth certificate.
Right.
You know? All the lives that you did, everything that you did.
And if we're not telling the truth, don't listen to us.
Right, you certainly did. That's it.
And don't listen. If we're bugged out our minds, if we're crazy, okay, let it be. Let it be.
That's right. That's right.
It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him.
That's right. So the Father seeketh such to worship him. The real men. You know, because you got a lot of men that's out here and they just really want it. You want a name for yourself. You want people to call on your name when they call on you. You know? Like Nate, man. You got men. I'm telling you, the Lord was a man of no reputation. He never said, yeah, call me the Son of God.
Wow.
He never said that. You better worship him. He never said that. When people asked him, he said, who do you say I am?
Right.
He didn't even confront me. He said, who do you say I am? He knew who he was. When you know who you are. And the Lord is going back to them.
Right. And you're not hyping yourself up.
That's right.
You know, others will do that. You know, and it's going to show. You don't have to even talk about it. You're going to show and prove.
That's right. That's right. Yo, the heavens, man. The heavens is recording everything from the beginning of time. Matter of fact, that's it on that. Hop in Wisdom of Solomon, if I'm not mistaken, the 12th chapter. How about this? The Lord is bad, man. Yo, everything, he watches everything. I think it's maybe 2 o'clock.
What's it say? What's it going to?
Go to it's like believe. I'm like trying to tell it. 12 or 16.
Oh, 12 and 16? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's the book of Wisdom and Solomon, chapter 12, verse 16. For thy power is the beginning of righteousness. And because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all.
The power of the Lord is what the power of all righteousness. Everything that you trials that you come into. We don't know now. We see times these people, like, yo, you look at people of other nations, because, yo, you got people, right now, you got people that's from Russia, Ukraine, different Uzbekistan, and all those places, they getting citizenship in it, man. They looking at it like, yo, I'm doing good, I'm in America, you know, Christmas season coming around. They happy about this shit, you know? But the Lord, they're comfortable, but the Lord is about to destroy this place because they all pouring into the power of what? America, man. You know? They're pouring into the power of America, which America's power is depleted. All right? It's coming to naught, man. But to those people over there, because they've been so, like, yo, when they come fresh off the boat, they thinking like, yo, what's up? Nah, man. Once the shit start to sink in, it's going to be slippery.
God.
But the Lord already got it ordained for that. You know? We got to get about what was up.
God. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 16. For thy power, thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest.
We got to get that part.
For when
say that.
17, verse 17. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength, boldness manifest.
And so, right now, what time we in right now? Our people, that, yo, what it say? Thy people in song. Thy people will be
willing in the day of thy power.
You know? So now, right there, they don't believe right now fully. But then he's going to make it manifest because they think they got the bomb. They got this, they got this. Everything that they're doing is on their watch, basically. You know, I'm doing this. You know, you could go into if you could grab that brother, when it says damn. It says, does the act to itself against him that created it? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the secret. Does the act heal itself against the one that healed? That's it. No, does the act boast itself against the one that healed? No, I believe that's the secret. No, but the Lord is letting you know. Just and no, this is actually encouragement and this is encouragement to brothers when they're going through. You know? Because, yo, I talk to a lot of brothers, man, from, all over. You know what I'm saying? And brothers is going through the same thing. They're hurting. They messed up. They're not going to tell you, but, hey, man, the Lord will bring it out. But brothers is really hurting, man. And all you talk, you gotta be strong, you gotta be this. Man, brothers is hurt, man. And that's why we need Yahweh Shah. That's what Yahweh Shah came to do. What the hell? The words, that's why you're supposed to read, man. Because we're coming into those times. How the hell, like, I'm gonna let the brother read this and show you, boom, I told you I had it the whole time. So why didn't you believe it?
That's lack of faith.
Exactly.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 15.
No!
Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith?
Right. I was wrong. I said Ezekiel.
A prophet, you know what I'm saying?
He probably said it a little different.
Yeah. Or shall the saw magnify itself against
the one that's doing it? When the power behind the axe is the one that's doing it. So the power behind, so the axe is when you see a tree and you hit it, chop, 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 Every chop you do, you're swinging it with your own, with your hand. That hand is the one. As a matter of fact, it's still some more on it.
Yeah,
But your hand is swinging to do those things. You know, your hand is actually swinging to do those things. Just like the Lord, His hand is the one behind all this madness that's going on. And yo, the Lord just wants you to know you gotta believe in Him. You know, that's why He always tells you about His name. Yo, this thing is deep, man. This thing is really deep. What you were taught, what you believe.
yeah. This also goes into, Romans 9, when it say, this book of Romans 9, chapter verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against God?
That's right.
Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
That's right, yo, and that's Him. How you want to say to the Lord, yo, Job never did it.
O man, who art thou that repliest against the power? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
How has thou made, yo, why, Lord, why you make me like this?
Right.
You're supposed to curse yourself. Lord, why am I like this? Why I keep going off? I want to do right. That's for you to call out to Him. He made you like that so you call out to Him and ask for His help, man. You know? But you got men that always want to curse the Lord. Job didn't do that, even all the way down to his woman, man. You know?
Yeah, she said, curse
Matter
God
of
and
fact,
die.
If you can grab it, it's in Proverbs. No, it's in Proverbs. It says there's no rebuke against the Lord. There's no rebuke against the Most High. Not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into what we just read. Because how can you rebuke the Most High? You can't rebuke Him. You know? He created everything. He created all things. He's an Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And He's showing us right now, and like we can go into Acts. It's like the last couple of weeks I've been heavy on the Acts. You know? But that's where we at, man. And we've been there, amongst other scriptures, you know? But right now, though, we in those times. See, there's no rebuke. Might be in Proverbs 3. There's no rebuke against Him. Can't rebuke. That's it. There's no rebuke against Him. Matter of fact, no rebuke against God.
Try that. Right.
right, while you looking for that, I'm going to hop back into the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse 18. It says, but thou mastering thy power judges with iniquity, and orderest also. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 18, it says, but with great favor, for thou mayest use power when thou wilt. You know? So that's the Lord, and that's the Lord letting you know, man. Whenever he wants to use his power, he can. We can't make earthquakes. We can't make hurricanes. We can't make volcanoes erupt. The Lord does all those things. We can't even make another man put another man to death. We can't even make one hair on our chin turn gray from black, man. The Lord ordains all these things. He shows his power whenever he wants to. That's why I wanted that scripture, you know. Got it, bro? I know it says go to people. Spot, I got it. That's a good question.
So the brother get back, go into some other scriptures that talk about rebuke. This book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 20. Them that sin rebuke before all, that others also may fear. So, especially, you know, so-called other men of the Lord, if they're going off, hey, we have to show the body, the other, you know, hopeful elect, so that they don't also go off, that, hey, this is not correct, and then break it down in a correct manner. You know, that's our job, and that's what we're here to do. And now we rebuke in love, and we hope that, you know, the men of the Lord take that righteous rebuke and again go into the scriptures more if they're going off, and repent and say Salaki and teach that right doctrine. And that's what the elders been doing, you know, from Elder Apostle Tahar on down, particularly with some of these prophecies, you know, that a lot of these other camps go off on. But again, we know they're so proud, and they got a whole lot of pride, you know, because they got, you know, this amount of followers. So, you know, they can't seem like they were wrong, even though there have been plenty of times that they've gone off on things and then backtrack as if they've been teaching it that way forever, right? So no, we, you know, hey man, we're going to rebuke in love, particularly again, you guys that call yourselves men of the Lord, and you going off and teaching the wrong doctrine, you know?
This back, you know, it's going this back, this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and 1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature, whom are ignorant of the Most High God, and cannot out of the good things that are seen known him. What's that? Acts. Most of yourself against the
God, yeah.
I'm saying, so they don't know what you just said. You know, we want our people to get everything right, but how would they get it right? Because they would respect God by some outside, man. You know, they're gonna look at like, oh, so, you know, the Lord created, because now you're looking at it in a different aspect. You know, the Lord woke us up, man. You know, when we were sleeping, the sun still rose up on us, man. You know, while we were sleeping. But you have to to come wake into what? The right, correct doctrine. The belief. Now you got a lot of GOOCC. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bugged out group.
Right.
I'm just going to say.
You got but dudes believe on it.
Right.
Do you believe the truth or not? I'm gonna read that again. This is Wisdom of Solomon, and this is talking about what? Respect. You know, the apostles and elders, man, they have that respect. Do they have the respect for first and foremost? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. By Hashem HaRachah.
And it's funny that you say that. You're talking about respect. You know, hey, put some respect on that name too.
Yeah, that's right.
Respect.
That's right, yeah. Put some respect. But this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and 1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature. Yeah, we are.
Right. With that vain glory, right? That vain glory. You know?
What we was talking about earlier? Yeah. Mike Tyson.
Right.
He's fighting for that. He's like,
yeah.
He got all that. He's like, man.
Them belts and them trophies.
Yeah. What is it now?
Right.
That's by nature.
He said that's garbage.
Well,
he said it's garbage.
There you go. That's right. I'm on call line. Matter of fact, can you grab that when it talks about the corruptible crown, about the Prashad?
Okay.
You know? The corruptible crown. Because we're not out here like everything that we're not out here in vain. We out here on the we want the Lord to deliver us, man. We're just going to give us that crown, man. Not the incorruptible crown, the crown forever. Because like Mike Tyson, what the brother said. Mike Tyson said, that's garbage. That's what it is. It's garbage. Because you fought. And he physically fought in the ring, getting your head beat in for some fucking for some belts that you put on your waist. But the Lord is coming for your head, for the crowns that's on all you niggas' heads, for all you rulerships, man. You know, that's what the Lord is coming for, man. These niggas is crazy that oppose that, man. And when he do it, he's coming fighting in the spiritual, because he's not going to meet you as a man, because a man can beat up another man. Flesh. You know? Another man can beat up another man, flesh-wise. Anybody can get their ass whooped. But when the Lord said, I'm not going to meet you as a man, what's that, Isaiah 47? And one, I mean, how can you defeat that in the flesh? Because, and that's another way, because Yahushua came when he first came, he went through everything in the flesh and conquered it silently.
Said he made himself Lord of the angels.
That's right. But they say, don't you know bad boys move in silence and violence? He was silent. He silently defeated all these things, man, to the point he got put to death. Now when he comes back, he's coming back with the violence, because he came silently. He came as the lamb. That's why he's known as the sacrificial lamb. You know, the sacrificial lamb. Which these niggas, they don't understand nothing about it. They can't. They're like, oh yeah, I just want a name for. All these niggas want a name for themselves. That's why I said I'm gonna be the good. And forgive me for rambling, man. But it says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, 1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature. Myself included. Because I'm in the flesh. I'm not no greater than the next man. And if I said I was, I'll be a liar. That's why the scriptures say, let every man, let the Lord,
let every man be true. No, let God be true and every man a liar.
There you go.
Let God be true and every man a liar.
That's right. That's right. We're sinners. We're in the flesh. That's why Yahweh came to conquer all this flesh, man. You know? But it says, surely vain are all men by nature whom are ignorant of the Most High. Ignorant of the Most High. Even you got men, that's why it says, many shall say, Lord, Lord, have we not cast out demons in thy name? You got men that's still ignorant of the Lord, man.
Right. He'll say, I never knew you.
That's right.
Apart from me.
That's right.
You workers of iniquity.
Good. It says, and could not out of the good things that are seen known him, that is, either by considering the works did they acknowledge the work master, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent waters or the lights of heaven to be the gods. But you got the other nations, what they do. Oh, this God, that God. That's vain, man.
Right. You worship a creature or creation rather than a creator.
That's why not saying.
Yeah.
God, you got broken this up.
Yeah. It's book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Right, see that? Because temperate in all things, but these are things that we were just reading about. Because you understand those things. Can't tell you, we can go into the scriptures and tell you the Lord created the heavens and the earth. They by God, it's Elohim, the Elohim, which are the powers.
Yeah.
Those are the elect. And that's what these people don't want you to know that. Because they are the elect of this society. So they like, you know what, don't tell them about the elect.
Right.
Just say one man did it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he had the blueprint. He's the one that made it up. And he gave it to his people, man.
Yeah.
The same way you niggas came with the blueprint to make Philadelphia, man. You had, let's make this or the sewer system, this system, that system. Where the fuck you think it came from, man? You think you get some fucking cookies for that, man? Get the fuck out of here. You got it, bro.
We'll take it back to the top. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Right.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Yep, there you go.
But we are an incorruptible.
They do it to obtain a corruptible crown. Yo, a rapper, what you want to do when you do in raps? You want the best album. Whatever, I forgot the name of that shit. I mean, whatever. That's the actor. You know, that's a corruptible crown. And I'm gonna say 2/3. Because it's a chance, because we was all once in that school. So when I say 2/3, I would use that lightly because not saying lightly in the sense of that they're not 2/3, but I'm saying it in the sense that we was once like that. The Lord brought us out. We was all celebrating birthdays. But matter of fact, I'll say the men that's in the spirit of the men that's practicing these traditions, they're 2/3, man. You know? Because what? You got dudes that come out here now and throw the crown on their head. Yeah, I mean, the crown, you got the staff and everything. How the fuck is you a king? Oh, I'm the king of Philly, Gilly. I remember that. Gilly said he was the king of Philly. So if you're the king of Philly and you had a fucking PPA agent, a parking authority agent, you know, writing a ticket for your ass. But you're the king. They're not going to do that to a king, man.
Right.
Because this is your jurisdiction. So that's a corruptible crown, man. You know? Because it's not going to last forever. We want some things that's going to last forever. This world never. I'm gonna say the globe, the clouds, they've been here from the beginning. This land, been here from the soil, the grass. Forget this. But this came from the earth. All the ground, the grass, the air, the sun, the moon, all that. What that? Yo, that's been around, man. And that's what we supposed to govern. And it governs what? The moon is to tell you times and seasons. You know, the sun shines and everything, man. Now, if you rule over all that, how is your crown corruptible? Because it's seasons that come and go, man. You got people rise up and they fall down. That's proven through the scriptures. Kid Nebuchadnezzar. You know what I'm saying? The Babylonian king. You got Seleucus. Oh, yo, just going back in history, it's showing about all these men. Alexander, his men, the 4 generals, Ptolemy and those dudes, man. They came, ruled, and they gone, man. So your kingdoms that you had been gone, and you're back now. But yo, the Lord is about to set up his kingdom, which is never going to go down. Ever.
Even this food.
You heard that word? Look at it.
Right.
Fucked up. This the Bible.
Yeah. Clearly a one-way street.
Yo, this is an incorruptible crown. Yo, anybody that's out here that's trying to, you got a goal. If your goal is not to be a ruler in the kingdom or for salvation, what is your goal for that? What's your real goal? I just want to make it.
Yeah. Make what?
Temple. These niggas go to Temple College. You can ask them. Yo, excuse me. Hey, bro. Can I ask you something real fast? What's your goal in life, brother? Yes. And yo, if you don't mind sharing, but
said to be successful.
To be successful? Okay. How would you try to be successful, brother?
Get through school.
Get through school, and after that, work. Okay. Well, would you want to be a ruler? Yeah.
Rather than a worker.
Could you see yourself having your own kingdom and ruling everything? Could you see that? Maybe. But well,
would you want that? Would you rather be a king or a worker?
There you go. And guess what, brother? That's
going to happen.
It's going to happen. I promise you. You're going to have land beyond your wildest dreams, bro. You're going to be rich, bro. And people, when you say things like that, people can see it right now. But it's coming, brother. It's coming, no doubt. And yo, that's an example for what, man? Can you read that again, bro? Slack it, bro.
Okay.
If I'm messing up,
no. You good?
You know what I mean? But that's just the mindset of our people. That corruptible crown, man. Because everything's saying you're to be successful.
Yeah.
To be this.
Go to school. To work.
But now when you tell them,
boss, not a ruler, to work.
Yeah. Come on, man.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9, verse 25.
Have a good day, bro.
And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
Right.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Yeah, he says strivers for the master, right? The master, one of the master things here. And like you said, bro, man, I was looking up some things. We're talking about when you go to school. To go to school system, they don't teach you about money or how to rule. They teach you how to be, when you go to school,
to be obedient and a worker, and to work.
That's right. Yo, and but what you say, the ones that's on the elite level, they teach you You gotta rule them niggas.
Right. How to own and
And you gotta pray, but everybody can't get into those spirits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To this place, man.
No.
And just like the Lord, though, the Lord is teaching his men right now how to be righteous rulers.
Yeah, I got something though for you. This book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness
That's right.
before the face of such as have afflicted him
That's right.
and made no account of his labors.
Right, yo, and that's what we're doing right now. We're standing in great boldness, and they can't make no. They don't be out here doing labor. You know, they definitely not. They try to downplay. That's why they got Kanye West. You know, your Kyrie Irving. They try to downplay. You know, oh, them men, they wasn't. You know, even on to the point of us building up everything here in Babylon. You know, us building up everything in Babylon. They're not going to give you a count of that. They're like, hey, fuck these niggas. Who is the niggas? You know, go ahead, bro. I'm
At the strangeness of his salvation,
right.
so far beyond all that they look for.
Right, and that's the chariots coming to deliver the elect. But we pray that we are part of the elect. We don't know that. No, we don't know that. But we pray to the Most High that we're going to be a part of it.
And we give diligence to make our calling and election sure. It says, verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
That's right. So they're going to be repenting then, which they doing it now. Like it says, better off putting Ham into sleep. You were better off putting Moab into sleep. You were better off putting Ammon into sleep. But you touched the apple of the Lord's eye. That's how powerful you are. And that goes back into what? Genesis 20. Ooh, what the hell? Doing all that.
Right.
You know? But you did, man, listen, you got to pay for that.
It says,
don't try to repent now, nigga.
yeah.
You know, that ass whooping is coming. You know?
It says, we fools accounted his life madness
That's right.
and his end to be without honor.
That's right. That's what they do. That's right. That's right. Because, yo, what they do now, they don't think that we anybody.
Right.
You know? That's why they talk shit. Yo, what they say to LeBron, he's an Israelite. I might not like the spirit that he's in because, you know, he doesn't chill out. But at the end of the day, he's my brother. He's an Israelite. No, that's why he's like, yo, shut up and dribble.
Just dribble the ball for our entertainment.
Yeah.
You are our entertainment.
Yo, what's that?
Hey, make mirth, right?
And then, what was with the dude said, those are the colors, they will call birth. You know what I mean? You know, like, bring it on!
Yeah.
That's the scripture
Right.
they brought out. Man.
Yeah, it required us mirth.
And no, that's why, yo, when he said that like that, I can understand it now. Because, like, yo, that's what they want of us. Yo, we're standing in front of a field, track and field. What you got? Field hockey, you got football,
soccer.
Those which they require of us mirth. They require of us mirth. I think it says those that possess us require of us mirth. If I'm not mistaken. You know? Cause that's point blank period. That's Jake all day. You know?
This book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 3. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth.
Bring it on!
Sing us one of those songs of Zion.
Yo, damn. Yo, brother, I know he joking because that's an inside joke. You know, but that's a heavy scripture. So, brother, was one more time. Yo, that's heavy. Because they tell us to sing, yo.
Right.
That's
This book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 3. For there they that carried us away captive requires of us a song.
So now look, it tells you who carried you away captive. Now we're in the land of our captives, right? What's the scriptures tell you? So they require us what? A song. That's music. Our people are a musical people. So they y'all from the beginning
and they that waste us required of us mirth.
Wasting us. We're wasting. We're wasting, man. Listen, like, I'm going to speak on myself. Y'all know I spoke on the friend, man, and that person sucks. Who want to be by themselves, man? They know, like, right in the back, the same word that we're talking about, you might be great at it. Now you become a servant. No, the Lord pulls you away from it. But that's the Lord is. Don't look at it as the Lord is pulling you away. Look at him as he's drawing you nearer to him. Straight
up. Sing of us one of the songs of Zion.
That's right. Yo, sing us one of the songs. Yo, sing. Why do you think the music industry is so popular right now?
And full of J and E.
Sing the song to him. Yo, how about, sing about, Joshua fought the ground of Jericho,
right.
The walls kept tumbling down. They want to hear that shit, because they like, yeah, nigga, we got you.
Right.
Yeah, remember Joshua, motherfucker.
And sing it back to us.
Yeah.
Hey, man, your time's running out.
Finish this. You about to go, you know. Slocky, the brother got to the bottom of it. I feel everything that is fun. Bring it on! I said something.
It says, sing us one of those songs of Zion. How shall we sing Yahweh's song in a strange land?
That's perfect, baby. How can we sing Yahweh's song in a strange land? We doing it. But we can't live it. We're in the land of our captives. We're in the land of strangers. You know? This is fucking everything that this book says. These books. This is the hidden books. And y'all, matter of fact, I just want to say something real quick, because brother, we ordered some Bibles, lost some Bibles. The Apocrypha was delivered on the back side of the spot.
Right.
That means it was hidden. And y'all was holding his name. The Apocrypha. It was hidden. But the Bible was delivered on the front.
Right. Oh, that's spiritual. Because, and just laying back on, nothing was ever delivered. Nothing has ever been delivered in the backyard. But those books, and like you said, those hidden books, hey man, that's a spirit. Oh Lord, y'all about to shoot your shot.
Because when you said it to me, I was like, I kept meditating. I'm like, oh snap. The name means a crop. And these books, I promise you, man, don't God believe it. But these books got rained on the roof. Because it was raining heavy. Yeah. And the brother was like, when I opened his eyes, oh man. So when I opened it and I seen it was perfect. Virgins.
Yeah.
They're virgins. You got to touch them. But hey man, and everything is spiritual. All things are spiritual.
That's heavy that you bring that out, because man, like I said, I
was like,
sent to the back.
Nothing never ever got delivered on the back. That's it was hidden. Because that's the tuck, boom, you put something in the back, boom. But now you put something on the front, everybody can see it's broadcasting. But the Bibles were delivered on the front end. These were delivered on the back.
Yeah, and one day apart from each other, too.
I'm just saying that, hey, man, just put it out. That's it.
Yeah, you can't make that up. Hey, man.
Matter of fact, I just want to bring this up real fast. I know the word that I've been looking at. So that brings out going back in the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 2. It says, but then either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circle of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven, to be the gods which govern, took them to be gods. Let them know how much better Yahweh Shah of them is. For the first author of beauty have created. Woo!
Hey.
How we know, like, this book and everything, we know the word did all this. How we know the first author of the. I'm gonna read that again. It says, I'm gonna read the second part of verse 3. It says, let them know how much better Yahweh Shah of them is, for the first author of beauty hath created them. The first author of beauty, that's Yahweh Shah, man. The first author of beauty, that's the Lord writing a book. He's publishing it, giving it to you. No virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them. For by the greatness of the beauty of creatures, proportionately, the maker of them is seen. But yet for this day are the less to be blamed, desirous to find him. For being conversant in his works, they search him diligently and believe their sight, because the things are beautiful that are seen. So I'm gonna stop. Matter of fact, there's 2 more verses. 3. It says, howbeit neither are they to be pardoned, for if they could aim at the world, how did they not sooner find out the how about outside thereof? But miserably are they, and in dead things is their hope, who called them gods, which are the and resemblance of beasts, or a stone good for nothing, the work of the ancient king. Oh man, you got testing how about you outside? Not so with that, Lord willing, you gotta do that.
That's it.
That is all good out of the
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadash.
Double honors to the apostle, Isaac, and no story, shalom to the left. So next week, we're going to say shalom, Roth,
Walk about.